Hi, and welcome to another episode of SCV In The Spotlight with me, SeanThorps. Today we have a great show. It's a show that I've been waiting 2 whole years to produce. I have a wonderful guest. As a matter of fact, I know this guest like the back of my hand. Today's guest is my husband, SeanThorps. Welcome, honey. I'm so glad you finally made it.
Well, thank you. It's my pleasure.
I know you're a little uncomfortable with this because you're usually behind the camera.
Behind the scenes, exactly.
But today you're in front of the camera, so, let's enjoy this moment we have, right?
No problem.
Okay, well, we're going to talk about what you're doing, and that is PCS. You are a PCS accounting executive.
Correct.
Now, first of all, what is PCS?
PCS stands for Premier Credit Solutions.
Premier Credit Solutions.
Correct.
.com. Right. And what is PCS?
Well, PCS is basically a credit restoration company of which we help people with credit problems.
Okay. And we're restoring credit.
Correct.
Exactly. See, I know because I'm helping you do this. But this is your rodeo. I'm just, I'm just one of the
this is all new to me, but go ahead.
I know. We're gonna work it out, babe. Right. Don't worry about it. So right now, PCS. Why did you create PCS, dear?
Well, I'm quite sure, like everyone out there in the viewing audience know that we are in a major recession.
Yes.
People's credit is in the toilets, basically, sad to say. But I find that there's a need for credit restoration, and I thought it would be a good business to start up. Yeah.
So how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing credit for the past couple of years. I was...
Me too.
formerly in the mortgage business.
Right.
So I had a lot of clients that had issues in regards to credit. And I was like, well, wait a minute, might as well, I have a passion for it, might as well go ahead and pursue it. And so that's why I decided to start PCS.
Well, with your experience in loans and mine in real estate, it was kind of like we parlayed into this one because basically the situation was there was a need to do credit if our clients did not have good credit.
Sure. And,
when you suggested to do this for a actual business, at first I was like, well, I don't know, dear. I mean, we got the real estate going, you got the loan, going. And this was something at that time that we did just for our clients.
Correct.
And now it's turned into...
Well, now it's starting to become a business, which is I'm happy about.
Well, it
because,
is a business.
a major business.
Yeah,
but.
yeah. So it's a wonderful thing, and how things connect like that.
Right.
I wanted to ask you, as far as PCS in this particular economy, how do you think it's helpful?
Well, right now, people just need to be educated in regards to their credit. There's 43.4 million people with bad credit.
Wow.
And when I say bad credit, that means that their FICO score is under 640.
Okay.
So that's a big number.
It is.
And we need to do something about it.
Well, you're doing something.
Exactly. So
we're rebuilding.
We are rebuilding the American
dream. Exactly. You know what? I also wanted to mention, even though the economy is in the state it is, with PCS helping with the rebuilding the American dream and just getting people back, kind of like a jump start, with their credit. I think that it's necessary to keep in mind that the laws have changed, with credit. It's at one time to get a loan, it was 620.
620. Then it went from 620 to 640.
And now,
and my understanding, within the next month or so, probably around the beginning of the new year,
right,
it's going to be at 660.
Yeah.
So in order to purchase a home, you got to have 660 FICO score.
Wow. Yeah, and you never know, it might change again to even higher numbers. So it's really important to get your credit, keep your credit, maintain it in a good standing, because these laws are crazy right now, and everyone needs good credit, you know.
That's true.
So how often, well, why is credit so important?
Well, I mean, come on, we use credit every day. Basically, in order to get a loan, you got to have good credit.
Right.
And by having good credit, you are able to get a very good interest rate.
Right.
And nowadays, sad to say, in order to get a job, you got to have somewhat good credit.
Yeah, you know, they check, certain
So
jobs, government jobs,
that's
law
why
enforcement
now
jobs.
it's so important to have good credit.
Yeah, even to get a cell phone these
Yeah.
days, you need a credit. I mean, for anything, it's almost like, I mean, having that credit, that FICO score, that's the thing, you know, that's your ticket in nationally, you know.
Right.
It's like you got to have the magic number.
Yeah, and that magic number is anything over 700 nowadays.
Wow.
You know.
Wow, that's something. So how often should someone check their credit?
Well, we at PCS suggest that you check it twice a year, which of course every 6 months.
Yeah.
But it's totally up to you, but we suggest you do it every 6 months, mainly because there is so much, you know, credit fraud out there, and you need to know exactly what's going on with your credit.
Yeah, I had a client, as a matter of fact, that they hadn't checked their credit in about 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, 10 years, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. And we keep everything very confidential. We won't say any names, but yeah, this particular client didn't check their credit for 10 years. And as a result of that, someone had been using her credit that whole time without her knowing it. And the only way she found out is because they started calling the creditors. The person apparently stopped paying for the credit that they were using, and she started getting phone calls.
Right.
And then when they started calling her, they're like, you owe such and such amount for this amount of years, and you got to pay it, and da-da-da. So, you know, the person called me and said, well, what can I do, Casey? So at that time, you know, I was learning more about how to do credit fraud. Now I'm a pro at it. I can tell you how to get your credit, and if someone takes your credit, I know what to do exactly to get them off of your credit and get you right back where you should be with the whole situation deleted. So it was an experience at that time. This was like one of my first credit clients, credit theft, recovery, identity theft clients, exactly, goodness. Okay. So that was then, and now it's a situation that's in the past.
Been resolved. And
totally resolved.
It's off the person's credit.
Off their credit, delete it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it was.
We love the word delete it at
yes.
PCS.
delete. I love it.
Exactly.
So other than that, how does PCS, what do you do for your PCS clients?
You know what? We educate our clients. We basically sit down with our clients. We look to see exactly what are their primary goal. What is their goal?
Right.
Is it trying to buy a house? Right. Is it trying to buy a car?
Right. Which is very different as far as that magic number.
Correct.
If you are trying to buy a house versus a car versus just trying to clean your credit and keep it maintained to a nice, you know, good number for future use, you know.
Correct.
Those numbers can vary.
Correct.
Yeah, so you help them, you know.
We help them, you know, we educate our clients. We help maintain their credit. We tell them exactly what credit cards to try to pursue or get. And you know, it's a win-win situation across the board.
So what types of, say, the things that you take off the credit, what types of things can you get off?
We can take off late payments, inquiries, judgments, charge-offs, collections,
bankruptcies.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much anything can be taken off. You know, it just takes persistence.
What about this one? See, a lot of people don't know this one, and you and I know this for certain.
What's that?
Child support.
Child support, yes.
Judgments, liens, foreclosures.
Foreclosures.
Yeah.
Short sales.
Short sales.
Yeah.
Those things can be taken off. Now, it may vary from, you know, case to case,
exactly.
but they can be removed, just so you know. And if you have the right people doing it for you
Like
that know what they're
PCS.
doing, like PCS, then it can happen. And how long is the process?
Once again, that varies. Sometimes it can happen in 4 months, sometimes 6 months, but usually we tell our clients 6 months.
Okay.
Just to play it on the safe side.
Yeah, and it can happen sooner.
Correct.
Exactly. And during the process, is there anything that you tell your clients to do or not to do?
Yes, we do tell our clients, please don't make any large purchases like a new car or things of that nature, because we are trying to help you with your credit, and you're going out spending money or charging different things, it doesn't work. So yeah, we do tell our clients, please keep that to a limit.
Yeah,
very minimum
and
limit.
Inquiries, you don't need a whole bunch of inquiries on your credit when people are working on it. You don't want to mess around with always dabbling in your stuff. So those are very important to resolve the outcome of the situation.
Correct.